Alright, so we're going to take a very first-hand look at the Jordan Jumpman 2020 PFs. And I want to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on these. Let's jump into it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the DC show. This is T. McNeil. So yes, guys, the Jordan Jumpman 2020, the flight editions, will be dropping relatively soon. As far as information on the shoe, guys, we don't have an official release date or price point. So just make sure that you guys stay tuned and keep it locked. And when that information does become available, as I always say, you guys will be the first to know. Alright. But I'm a huge fan of the Jumpman series, and again, I like the old school kind of neon Miami Vice 80s kind of effect that these shoes is putting off. I'm a big fan of that. I like the neon green, as I stated. I like the pink. I like the black, etc. Before we actually go over the images of the shoe, again, there's no release date or price point, but we do know that it will be available on Nike.com relatively soon. Again, we don't know exactly when, so just keep it locked right here. And obviously, the shoe will be released in the near future, so more information will become available. And when it does, you guys will get a ping on the phone, and you'll be able to check it out right then and there. All right, but without further ado, let's jump to some information, guys. Then I'm going to throw up the images, and then we'll go from there. All right. So, guys, it says that imaginative, to say the least, the Jordan line-up continues to break the mold of its icons, with the traditional basketball silhouette being foregone in favor of ones more reminiscent of a retro, idealized future. Following in the trajectory set by more recently released models, the fittingly dubbed Jordan Jumpman 20 PF holds a form unique to itself while borrowing many a textural element and Nike-driven motif. Uppers, which swap in and out between synthetics, is mostly dressed up in a aqua tone mesh whose face bears a slight translucence into the more colorful and intricate paneling hidden underneath. Tapping at the toe display, the classic Jumpman, much like its tongue tab and medial side, while rear overlays stay a matte black finish, ornamented by contrast stitching in either teal or hot pink. Lastly, grab a detailed look at the pair right here and find it rolling out to select retailers once again, as well as Nike.com soon. Alright, so again, select retailers, guys. It may be available on Foot Locker, Foot Action, DCLR, House of Hoops, Finish Line, places like that. House of Hoops probably would be your best bet, or StockKist, eBay, other retailers as well. More specialized retailers may actually carry these particular shoes, but as I always say, it's a possibility that you could walk right into one of the ordinary retailers as well and pick the shoes up. So it pretty much all depends. But I think, in my personal opinion, your best bet probably would be to just go ahead and order the shoes. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw up them images, man, because I'm definitely excited about the shoes. And overall, I like the style of the shoes because they look extremely comfortable. They definitely going to have that Zoom air cushioning inside as well, so that it's going to be extremely comfortable, and it's going to be a very valuable shoe as well. So at the end of the day, you're not sacrificing style for comfort. You're kind of getting the best of both worlds, and I'm a huge fan of that. Alright, so here's the first image right here. Kind of a side frontal image, guys. I like the toe box area. I like that netted mesh, okay, or the synthetic mesh, guys, that comes on the shoes. You got a little small Jumpman logo right there on the side panel as well. And really, guys, the LeBron James shoes that I just got, the Soldier 13s, actually has the same little rubberized strip that you see on these shoes as well, but it's just on a different portion, okay, on the side panel. But I'm starting to see that a lot in these shoes that style like this. Same with the Jordan Y-Not 0.2s. They also have those little rubberized kind of strip effect going on the side of those shoes as well. So again, I'm starting to kind of get more into that style of shoe because they're so comfortable. Okay, guys, and like I said, at the end of the day, that's what you want. I do like where the upper is, guys, and the eyelids where the shoestrings are. You got some purple tabs right there. Then you have the little squiggly kind of line design right there on the side panels as well. Now, we also have some suede on these shoes, and I'm a big fan of that. It's not a lot of suede, but some of the shoe is made of the suede, okay? With the individual stitching. I love the individual stitching, guys, because it just really shows, like I said, the hard work and craftsmanship that the Jordan brand puts into their shoes, and that's primarily the reason why I'm a big fan of that, okay? As far as the tongues, guys, I do like, it kind of looks like a rubberized Air Jordan or Jumpman logo in the front, so that's cool as well. You also have an ankle tab in the back, okay, and then you have the tongue tab in the front, okay, so that obviously looks good as well. I like the Zoom air cushioning, like I said, once again, on the midsole and the outsole. Again, the shoes is made to last a long time, and it's going to maximize comfort, okay, so I'm a huge fan of that, okay. Put up the next image right here, guys. Again, you can see it a little bit closer. More individual stitching, guys. Like I said, where the eyelids are, you know, you can see that most of that is like that suede material. Again, you got the green Jumpman logo right on the side panel as well, and then you got some more of that neon, looks like neon pink, okay, or it could be like a neon purple. I know it said pink, but I might be a little colorblind, I don't know. You guys let me know what color you think that those little squiggly line designs is. To me, it looks kind of like both, but we're gonna call it pink for right now, okay? But yeah, it looked great as well, okay? And then, you know, like I said, more of that beautiful suede is right there, you know, and it looks good, okay? But I really like that synthetic mesh material because, like I say, guys, the Jordan Y-Not 0.2s have the same exact mesh material, okay? Very comfortable, very soft, okay, and it's very flexible, okay. So and you really want that in your shoe because at the end of the day, if you're gonna do a lot of walking, if you're gonna jog, you're gonna run, you know, whatever type of activity that you're gonna do in these shoes, you know, you want your feet to be comfortable. You want your toe to bend naturally, you know, and you want the materials of the toe, not the toe, but the materials of the shoe around your toe to be naturally as well. So that way, you know, it's not getting you any kind of discomfort, okay? Some shoes, you know, they're made differently. Just like with the LeBron Soldier 13s. You know, I had to wear those shoes for, you know, quite a bit, guys, to really loosen the material up because it's a narrow cut shoe, okay? And really, the same thing looks like with these Jumpman Jordan 20s, 2020 PFs, also look like the same thing where they're gonna pretty much be like a narrow cut type of shoe. So this might be another situation where I gotta wear them for quite a bit to really loosen up the materials, okay? But like I said, man, beautiful looking shoe. I'm a big fan of it. Here's the next image, guys. Top portion of it, you know, you can see more of that neon green. On the inner portion of the shoe where the shoe liner is, you got the Jumpman logo once again. You can't beat that. And you know, you really can see more of the toe box area. You know, you kind of got some blue in there, you got some green, and like I said, that neon effect is really starting to grow on me. So again, this is another shoe that possibly will be on my radar, but I want to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on them, and you know, we'll go from there. And then the very last image, you know, good looking outsole, you know, nothing really that spectacular, you know, and maybe they could have threw some more color in there, in my personal opinion. Maybe like the panel underneath where the toe box area is, maybe they could have put some neon pink there or some neon green there just to break it up a little bit, but they decided to keep it all white, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And then I like also, guys, at the bottom how they have the word Zoom in design all the way around that bottom panel on the outsole. That looks good as well. And then you also have the Jumpman logo and the back portion under the heel as well. So that's all the images, guys. That's all of the information. Like I said, if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. But yeah, as far as a price point, I want to go out on a limb and probably assume that these shouldn't be no more than maybe 125 to maybe that 150 range. So again, this is just my speculation. It hasn't been confirmed as of yet, but I'm just saying I would hope that it would be within that price range. I don't really see these shoes being any more expensive than that. It's really no point. I mean, this is really like it's not your typical 1 through 23. You know, this is kind of like more of a specialty type of Jordan. Okay, so again, just because it's a specialty Jordan doesn't mean that it has a cost an arm and a leg. Okay, but being like that 175 to 190 or any higher than that, I wouldn't pay that much, okay? But that's just me, all right? So like I say, guys, in the comments and questions, leave them down below, and the brother got you. Also, guys, make sure that you like and share the content. I would definitely appreciate it. And also, if you enjoy it, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. It will help out the channel a whole lot. So I appreciate you guys watching and listening and tuning in. Until the next time, have a good one.